वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनधी कैवर्तक केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरम् हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानम् मुदा भूयाद् पंकजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः।
अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः।
अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः।
कर्मण्यः कर्म यः पश्येत्
कर्मण्यकर्म यः पश्येत्
अकर्मणि च कर्म यः
कर्मणि च कर्म यः
स बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु
स बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु
स युक्तः कृत्स्नकर्म कृत्।
संयुक्तः कर्म कृत्।
This shloka is a sutra bhuta shloka which requires elaboration. That is why you will find this shloka is commented by Bhashyakara, a long commentary. It runs for four, 5 pages. And the following shlokas are the commentary to this shlokas. Bhagavan Krishna himself explains this shloka in different words. Karmani akarma and akarmani karma. Yaha pashyati saha jnani. Is a jnani. Buddhiman. Buddhiman means jnani ityartaha. He has the right application of his buddhi. Buddhi, if you remember in Vedanta Sara Visa, Agam Brahmasmi iti nischayatmika buddhi. That is buddhi. Buddhiman. Buddhiman. Jnani ityartaha. So jnani as the vision. Darshanam. Atma darshanam. Yes, the vision, Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, therefore Tattvadarshi, therefore he has the knowledge of Akarma Atma which is, Akarma is equal to Atma. Karmani Akarma. Akarma meaning that which doesn't have karma. Karma bhavaha. Atma doesn't have karma. Therefore karma bhavaha Atma yaha Atmanam yaha pashyati karmani. This is Atma. Atma doesn't engage in action. In the presence of Atma, in the presence of Chaitanyam, actions happen. Even akarma karma also. Akarma is the nivritti rupa, that is also a karma. That also happens in the presence, in the sannidhyam of Chaitanyam eva. So the Buddhiman he knows. Therefore, Manusheshu Buddhiman is Jnani. Manushyanam Sagasreshu Yatati Saha Jhanati Jnani Bhavati Saka Yuktaha Yogi Bhavati Jnana Yogi Bhavati Krishna Karma Krita Muktaha Bhavati. He has done everything to be done. That is Purushartha he has attained. Moksha Purushartha he has gained. Jivan Muktaha Bhavati. What else he has to gain in the world? Nothing. After gaining which, nothing else to be gained. Triptaha bhavati, atma triptaha, atmanev santushtaha, tasya karyam na vidyate. That is what Krishna karma krita. Kartavyam karma nasti, kimapi nasti. Samasta karma krita, Krishna karma krita. Entire karma, whatever that is, in other words, the Veda Purva has served the purpose. He has done. Krishna karma krita. The entire Veda has done is served his purpose. So therefore, he has achieved the goal of life, not goals. There is only one goal. The one goal seems to be many. That is, seems to be four. Dharmartha kama. But what is there is only moksha. So, yes, gained. Therefore, Jivan Muktaha. He has become free. Achieve the purpose means he is free now. The purpose of life is to become free. The purpose of Janma is not to entangle in Janma forever. Is to become from this trap. This is an entrapment. Samsara is an entrapment. From the trap, he has freed himself by understanding the Vastu. Therefore, Buddhimaniti. And Bhashya, Karmani Kriyate iti karma
कर्मणि क्रियते इति कर्म
Vyaparamatram
व्यापारमात्रम्
Tasmin Karmani
तस्मिन् कर्मणि
Akarma Karma Abhavam
अकर्म कर्म भावम्
Yaha Pashyet
यः पश्येत्
Akarmani Cha
कर्मणि च
Karma Abhave
कर्म अभावे
Kartrutantratvat
कर्तृत्वात्
Pravritti Nivrityoho
प्रवृत्तिनिवृत्त्योः
Vastu Aprapya eva hi
अप्राप्येव हि
Sarva eva Kriyaकाrakadi Vyavaharaha
सर्वैव क्रियाकारि व्यवहारः
Avidya Bhumau eva
अविद्याभूमौ एव
Karma
कर्म
Yaha Pashyati
यः पश्येत् पश्यति
Saha Buddhiman Manusyeshu
सः बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु
Saha Yuktaha Yogi Cha
सः युक्तः योगी च
Krishna Karma Krita Samasta Karma Kritcha Saha
कृतकर्मकृते समस्तकर्मकृच्च सः
Iti Stuyate
इति स्तूयते
Karma Karmanoho Itaretaradarshi
कर्मा कर्मणो इतरेतरदर्शी
Kriyate iti karma Vyaparamatram eva kevalam Vyaparamatram. It is action is which is done is called action. Kriyate iti karma. Tasmin karmani, in that karma bhavam karma bhavam yaka pashyati. Absence of karma one who sees. So it is not Viparita Darshanam, it is Yathabhuta Darshanam, as Bhashyakara says. Karmani akarma, karma abhavam. Atma doesn't have karma. Without Atma, karma is also not possible. Therefore akarma, karma abhavam, that is Atma, yaha pashyet pashyati. Tadvata. Similarly, akarmani cha. Akarmani karma bhava. There is no physical action. There is no kayika, vachika, manasa karma. No karma. Kayika, vachika, manasa. Even if the person is sleeping, sushupti avastha, akarmani, he is doing karma only because he is not a jnani when he wakes up. The sushupti, after waking up, he says, who slept? I slept. Maya sukhena nidra anubhuyate iti vadati. Kartantratvat. He is the bhokta. He is the bhokta, his experience, his sukha anubhava, he recollects after he wakes up. Therefore, even if he doesn't do physical karma, that is nivritti rupa karma, even at least nivritti rupa karma in the waking avastha, the physical body is not engaged, but mind and senses always will be functioning. Sushupti avastha, that also not there. Karma, complete karma abhava, but still it is karma eva. Why? Because karta tantratvat. In Sushupti avastha itself, we say karta tantratvat karma eva, then what to talk about the other avastha, swapna avastha, jagrata avastha? Only three avasthas are there. Therefore, whether it is pravritti rupa karma, nivritti rupa karma, even if he doesn't do karma, because he doesn't know the truth, vastu aprapya, vastu means vastu jnanam aprapya eva, because he doesn't know the vastu, therefore all this kriyakara, the vyapahara, kasmin stane bhavati, avidya bhuma bhavati. All this happens in the avidya bhumi, in the plane of avidya. Therefore, karma eva iti, yaga janati, yaga pashyati, pashyati janati, the one who knows. Pashyati, saha buddhiman manusyeshu, saha yuktaha yogi bhavati iti. Yogi, jnani, jnana yogi. Saha krishna karma kriti iti stuyate. Samasta karma kriti. Karma karoti iti karma kritu. And krishnam cha karma, krishna karma. Not krishna karma, krishna karma, total. So it is krishna karma is karma dharya. And karma karoti iti karma kritu upapada samasa. Karma is the karma for the krudatu. Upapada samasa. So karma karoti iti. When we add pip pratyaya, then tukkahama comes. Pip pratyaya, zero suffix. So krit, that alone remains. So karma kritu. Referring to the person. Karma karoti iti karma kritu. Gatam karoti iti gatakarta gatakritu. Similarly, karma kritu. Saha, it is tuyate. He is praised. He is an itaretaradarshi. Itarasmin itaraha pashyati. He sees the opposite way as the opposite way. Opposite to Ajnani's vision. An Ajnani, he thinks, when he withdraws from karma, he thinks I'm not doing karma, but still doing karma only. Therefore, the vision of Jnani is different from the vision of an Ajnani. Ajnani vision is samsara. It is samsara. He is a samsari, therefore his vision is not really vision, it is Branta Darshanam. It is Branti. Is Brantaha, therefore it is Branta Darshanam. Is a Branta Darshi. He is Itaretaradarshi. Here Jnani is Itaretaradarshi. Tattvadarshi. Therefore his perception is contrary, opposite to Ajnana. Ajnani is Darshanam. Therefore karma noho. That's why that seems to be a contradiction. That also Bhashyakara makes it very clear. The next paragraph, that the Purva Pakshi, because Itareta Darshi, the Purva Pakshi comes now. There is an Akshepa. Akshepa, here this Akshepa is, the objection it's not because Purva wants to know. It seems it's contradictory. Therefore, he objects. Here, it's a common Purva. It is not any this anakarma samuchayavadi or karmata. Here it is a common person. A shishya also will have this doubt. Therefore, a person who learns, shishya, a student. So, therefore, he is the Purva here. Therefore, there's an akshepa. Nanu kimidam viruddham uchyate.
ननु किमिदं
विरुध्यते
विरुध्यते
Karmani akarmaya pashyet iti.
कर्मणि
अकर्मण्यः
अकर्मयः
पश्येत्
पश्येति
Akarmani cha karma iti.
अकर्मणि च कर्म इति
Nagi karma akarma syat. Akarma va karma.
नहि
नहि
कर्म
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 स्यात्
स्यात् अकर्म वा
कर्म
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 Tatra viruddham katam pashyet drashta.
तत्र विरुद्धं कथं पश्येत्
पश्येत्
द्रष्टा
द्रष्टा
Since we keep reading this, this is the third time I think we are reading. So by reading this, you can easily understand the meaning because we are much familiar with the words. So nanu is indicator of objection. Kimidam viruddham uchyate. How this contradictory statement is made by you? What is contradictory? Shloka itself is contradictory. Purvapakshi says, akarmani karma, karmani akarma. This is contradiction because karma akarmana bhavati, akarma karmana bhavati. So therefore, tatra viruddham in this viruddham katam pashyati drashta the seer. How can the seer perceive the contradictory things? No, there is no contradiction. You you have contradictory vision. The samsara is because of this wrong notion, contradictory vision. Bhagavan here corrects it. Therefore, there is no contradiction here. It says by na अकर्म एव परमार्थतः सत्
कर्म
कर्म एव
परमार्थतः
परमार्थः
सत्
सत्
कर्मवत् अवभासते
कर्मवत्
कर्मवत्
अवभासते
अवभासते
मूढदृष्टेः लोकस्य
मूढदृष्टेः
दृष्टेः
लोकस्य
लोकस्य
तथा कर्म एव अकर्मवत्
तथा
तथा
कर्म
कर्म एव
अकर्मवत्
अकर्मवत्
तत्र यथाभूतदर्शनार्थम् आह भगवान्
तत्र
यथा
यथा
भूतदर्शनार्थम् आह
भूतदर्शनार्थमाह
भगवान्
कर्म
भगवान्
कर्मण्यकर्म यः पश्येत् इत्यादि
कर्मण्यकर्म यः पश्येत् इत्यादि
अतः न विरुद्धम्
अतः
न
न
विरुद्धम्
विरुद्धम्
बुद्धिमत्वादि उपपत्तेश्च
बुद्धिमत्वादि उपपत्तिश्च
उपपत्तिश्च
बौद्धव्यम् इति च यथाभूतदर्शनम् उच्यते
बोद्धव्यम् इति च यथा भूतदर्शनम्
उच्यते
उच्यते
न च विपरीतज्ञानात् अशुभात् मोक्षणं स्यात्
न च
विपरीतज्ञानात्
विपरीतज्ञानात् अशुभात्
अशुभमोक्षणं
मोक्षणं
स्यात्
स्यात्
यत् ज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात् इति च उक्तम्
यज्ञात्वा मोक्षस्य अशुभात्
च
इति च उक्तम्
तस्मात् कर्मा कर्मणि विपर्ययेण गृहीते प्राणिभिः
तस्मात् कर्मा कर्मणि
विपर्ययेण
गृहीते
प्राणिभिः
तद्विपर्यय ग्रहणनिवृत्त्यर्थम्
विपर्यग्रहणनिवृत्त्यर्थम्
भगवतः वचनं कर्मण्यकर्मयः कर्मयः इत्यादि
भगवतः वचनं कर्मण्यः कर्मयः इत्यादि
भगवतः not भवतः. So na we Siddhanti say no. there is no Viruddha Darshanam because akarma paramartatha sat. Paramartatha sat, that sat, that is vastu, atma, eva, that atma eva. Akarma atma eva. Atma is ever akarta. How do you say atma is ever akarta? Atma is akarta already. It is talked about in the second chapter. Atma doesn't have karma. Na karoti, na karayati. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit. Nayam bhutva bhavita vanabhuyaha. Ajo nityaha shashvataha. Ayam puranaha. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire hanyamane apinanyate. Veda vinashiram nityam. Yenam ajamabhyayam katam sappurushah parthakam घातयति हन्ति कम एनं वेत्ति हन्तारं यश्चैनं मन्यते अतम् उभौ तन्न विजानीतः नायं हन्ति नान्यते इति through many words shlokas says Bhagavan already told. So therefore avinashi tu tadviddi yena sarvam idam tatam vinasham avyasya na kaschit kartum argati. So therefore this avinashi atma is avinashi. It cannot do karma. It is nityaha, shashvataha, puranaha, sarvavyapi. It is therefore paramatma sat. It is sat, brahma, atma, karmavata vabhasate. It seems to be, it appears to be karma, not for the jnani. Moda drishte, lokasya, moda drishtihi, yasya, moda drishtihi. One who has moda drishti, one who has that clouded vision. Moda is from the dhatu, mukh dhatu. Bahuri samasa. When we have the Kridanta word first, that could be Bhagavad Ta Pratyaya. Mudaha, Drishtihi, Muda Drishtihi. Drishtihi is Srilinga. Drishta to Tin Pratyaya. Drishtihi, Drishti, like Mati Shabdavat. Drishta to Tin Pratyaya. So Drishtihi, vision, Srilinga word. Therefore, Muda Drishtihi. Muda also is to be in same linga, same gender when you give the Vigraha Vakya. Muda Drishtihi Yasya Saha, referring to the person. Moda drishtihi. Yasyaha is also same only. Moda drishtihi. Because Yasyaha sa. Anyway, drishtihi is Srilinga. But here it is, you can take it as Pullinga because lokasya means people. Not only male, it means in general people. Janasya ityartaha. Moda drishtihi lokasya. This akarma atma sat, akarma sat, karmavata vabhasate. Tadvateva karma, akarmavat. This karma is not atmanaha karma. Atma doesn't have karma. The atma cannot do karma. Its karma is, it is nivritti rupa karma. Nivritti rupa karma, akarmavat bhasate. For ajnani, it is seems to be. Not doing is, it seems to be inaction. Therefore, this is Yatabhuta darshanam or Bhranti darshanam. It is Bhranti darshanam, confused vision. It is Moha darshanam, Muda darshanam. Therefore, in order to clear this, Yathabhuta darshanam, that is why teaching. Darshanam is seeing. You see only by only when knowledge is that, then only you can see. Not, darshanam is knowledge. That is only by teaching. Pramana vyaparena eva. Therefore, Bhagavan teaches. Bhagavan is a pramana now. The teacher is a pramana. Teacher is and the Shastram are not different. Therefore, only Yathabhuta darshanam, Aga Bhagavan. Bhagavan, he reveals. Yathabhuta darshanam, he presents, he teaches. Yathabhuta darshanam. Darshanam, which is Yathabhutam, as it is. Bhutam anatikramya. Yatha bhutam is avibhava samasa. Yatha bhuta darshanam. Bhuta darshanam. Bhuta darshanam, seeing the things as it is. Seeing the things as it is. That is yatha bhuta darshanam. Bhuta darshanam anatikrami yatha bhuta darshanam. Tadartam. Darshanartam. Darshanartam. Tadarthe. It is chaturthi. Aha Bhagavan. Karmanya karmayah pashyaditi. Ataha, therefore, because it's presenting the correct vision, the wrong vision is be corrected. Therefore, here ataha na viruddham. Your wrong perception is viruddham. Ajnani's wrong perception is a problem. So therefore, when it is corrected, it seems to be viruddham, but it is not viruddham. And also, hetu is given. Buddhimatva cha upapattehe. Why we say viruddham? Because of the usage of the word buddhiman, buddhimatva, the endowed with intelligence. The person is the buddhiman because of upapatti. Upapatti is the reason, tenability, possibility, upapattihi. When we do vichara analysis, logical reasoning, we use upapatti. Upapattescha panchami. Upapattescha because hetu panchami. The hetu. Upapattescha. Buddhimatva upapattescha. Buddhimatvam, the status of being endowed with buddhi, which is given in the shloka. So because of that, na viruddham. And Bhagavataha vakyam, therefore na viruddham. Bodhavyam iti cha yatabhuta darshanam uchyate. Bhagavan said bodhavyam, therefore aham akshyavi, therefore yatabhuta darshanam uchyate, ataha na viruddham. And also viparita jnanat. Viparita jnanam is ajnanam. Contradictory vision, Bhranti darshanam. Viparita jnanat, that is samsara darshanam. This Atma is asamsari. Asamsari Atmani, asamsari Atmani, this samsara kalpyate. That jnanam is viparita jnanam. Atma is asamsari. When? Always. In that asamsari Atma, this karma is kalpya. So karma kalpana. That is viparita jnanam. Karma is, when you say karma, which can do karma? What can do karma? That one which is limited only can do karma. Which has upadhi can only do karma. That which is limited, by the upadhi, the body, mind, senses, karya, karana, sangata, that alone can do karma. Karma implies it undergoes various changes. Karma is movement, the action involves changes. So therefore, to do karma, there must be relative movement, relative changes. Change is not there for Atma. If it changes, then it is not Atma. So therefore the that which changes, continuously changes, that is taken to be the non-changing, or that which is taken to be Atma. That jnanam is viparita jnanam. It is samsara, and that Atma never changes, doesn't undergo any change, but the person takes Atma to be changing. That is why he says, I am vayo vruddhaha, I am old, aham dukkena piditaha, vyadina piditaha, aham vyadina. Aham is what is aham? Shariram or Atma? Aham is shariram. Atma, aham is never pidita by vyadi, never pidita by jara. Therefore, this Atma doesn't have shat vikara. What darshanam is that? It is viparita darshanam, viparita jnanam. So, therefore, a person who takes himself to be this anatma, this sharirama sangataha, this upadhi, that person, what vision he has? He has viparita jnanam. How can he enjoy moksha? Tafo tasya mokshanam na syat. Moksha na bhavati. Tasya mokshaha, tena mokshaha na prapyate iti uktam. Yat jnatva mokshase ashubhat iti Bhagavan said. Therefore, knowing which you will be free from this ashubha samsara, it means, therefore, the truth has to be known. Yat jnatva mokshase ashubhat iti cha uktam. Therefore, viparita jnanena moksha hana bhavati, samyak jnanena moksha bhavati. Yathabhuta darshanena moksha bhavati. Therefore, only the upadesha. Therefore, tasmat karma karmani viparyeyan grigite tagdhatu ta pratyaya. Eat agama. This dhatu is a special one. Grihitaha, grihitam grihite. Karma karmani is pratama vibhakti. Karma karmani grihite. Karma and akarma. Karma karmani karmani. So it's a compound. Karmacha karmacha. Karma karma. Karma karma. Karma karmanna. Anna. That when you decline that. Karma. Napumsakalinga. Karma karmani. Pratama vibhakti dvivachanam. Itareta dvanda samasa. Grihite. Kaihi. Pranibhihi. Viparyena. Contradictorily. So therefore there is a misperception, wrong perception with regard to the wrong perception of karma and akarma by contradictory perception, viparya, by the ajnana, by pranibhihi, ajnanibhihi, pranibhihi. Pranibhihi means manushyahi, only human beings. Animals don't have problem. Therefore, narehi manushyahi, tad viparya grahana nivrityartam. In order to remove the wrong, the contrary cognition, perception, Bhagavataha etad vachanam uktam karmanya karmaya iti. Now, next point which we discussed in the last class, all these things we discussed. Next is this karmani and akarmani iti is saptami vibhakti is used. Saptami vibhakti we know in Karaka we have seen. Generally it is adhikarana saptami, Karaka saptami. Karaka vibhakti and upapada vibhakti. Sometimes upapada vibhakti also comes. Upapada vibhakti. And for example, Ramaha vane vasati. That is adhikarana. Ramaha vanam adhivasati. There it is vanam, not vane, because adhivasati. So therefore that changes. Karaka also changes depending on the kriyapadam iti upasarga. The saptami which is used here. The saptami which is used here, what saptami? Karaka, and the Karaka saptami, we have adhikarana saptami. And we have other saptamis, sati saptami, nimitta saptami, nimitta saptami. Parasaptami also in Vyakaranam we have parasaptami. So there are many saptamis. Vishya saptami. The Bhashakara here he says, if you see karma in akarma, akarmani karma, karmani akarma, if you take it as adhikarana saptami, what is the defect? What is the defect that he says here, which we saw? Karmani akarma, when we say, akarma is karma abhavaha. Karmani, if you take it as adhikarana, it's locus. In the locus of karma, you see the absence of akarma. Karmani akarma bhavaha. For it to be adhikaranam, both the supporter and supported, adhara adeya. When there is adhara adeya, then only you can use saptami. Then only you can use adhikarana saptami. Then only you can say the saptami to be adhikarana. When there is adhara adeya sambandha. Ashrita Ashreya Sambandha. Supporter-supported relationship. Only when supporter-supported relationship is that, then only we can say that Saptami is Adhikarana Saptami. Because one will be the Adhara, the other one will be Adeya. Kunde Badrani Santi. That's a stock example. Even in Karaka, we give the same example. Vashakara also gives Kunde Badrani. So Kunda is the Adhara, and Adeya is what is supported by the Kunda, the vessel is this Badrani Palani. Both must be existing. If both must be existing, then only Adhikarana Saptami. Now here, Karmani Akarma. Karma is Abhava. So Abhava Karma is supported by Bhava Karma. Impossible. Non-existing karma is supported by the existing karma. Similarly, bhava karma is supported by abhava adhara, abhava karma. Adhara is abhava. Non-existing adhara supports that adeya, which is existing, abhava karma. Contradiction. Therefore, we cannot take the saptami to be here. Adhikarana saptami. And what saptami you have to take? We have to take Vishya saptami. With regard to karma, translation, in the place of karma, with regard to karma, that is the translation we give for Vishya Saptami. With regard to concerning karma, with regard to in the place of karma, in the place of akarma, that is, therefore it is Vishya Saptami, na Adhara Saptami, iti Bhashikara says. Let us read that. Nacha atra karmadikaranam.
Nacha atra karmadikaranam.
Karma asti.
Karma asti.
Kunde badrani iva.
Kunde badrani iva.
Karmadikaranam is karmanaha adhikaranam, karmadikaranam. Shashti tatpurusha samasa. Karmanaha adhikaranam, akarmana bhavati. Karmanaha adhikaranam for karma cannot be akarma. Akarma is akarma abhava. So non-existing adhara cannot be the support for the adeya karma. So karmanaha adhikaranam akarmana asti. Tadvateva. Napi akarmadikaranam.
Napi
Akarmadikaranam.
Karma asti.
Karma asti.
Karma abhavatvat akarmanaha.
Karma abhavatvat akarmanaha.
For both he gives the reason. Karmanaha adhikaranam akarmana bhavati. Kunde badrani iva. Both must be existing. Kunda and badra both must be existing. Then only badra can be supported by the kunda. Whereas here karma, if you take adhikarana saptami, karmani, akarma pashyet, akarma becomes akarma is the adhara. That is the adhikaranam for karma. Akarma is karma bhava. Therefore, karmanaha adhikaranam akarma na bhavitum shakyate. Example, kunde badraniva, it is Vaidharmi example. This pratyudaranam. It is not the udaharanam, not anvaya udaharanam, it is vitireka udaharanam. Unlike, that is as we say, unlike badrani kunde, unlike the fruits in the vessel, vitireka udaharanam. It is Vaidharamya udaharanam. By that, Bhashikara says, therefore, akarma cannot be the adhara for the adeya karma. Similarly, napi akarma adhikaranam karma na bhavati. Karma cannot be the adhikaranam for the adeya akarma. How? Because karma bhavatvat. Akarmana, because it is karma bhavatvat. Because because of the status of absence of karma. Abhava cannot. This is abhava. So karma cannot be the locus for akarma, absence of akarma. Karma bhavatvat akarmanaha. Therefore, abhava karma cannot be the support of bhava karma. Not Not abhava karma cannot be the support for the bhava karma, or bhava karma be the support for abhava karma. Abhava cannot have location because it is abhava. Abhava cannot have location because it is abhava. And because it's abhava, it cannot also support. It is not non-existing. Therefore, ataha viparita grihite eva
अतः विपरीतगृहीते एव
karma karmani laukikaihi
कर्म
कर्मणि
लौकिकैः
यथा तृष्णिकायाम् उदकम्
यथा
यथा
मृगतृष्णिकायामुदकम्
मृगतृष्णिकायामुदकम्
शुक्तिकायां वा रजतम्
शुक्तिकायां वा रजतम्
मृगतृष्णिका is the desert area. Desert. Udakam pashyati. Mrigatristikayam udakam, the water. Because of the sun, there is a perception of water in the desert land. Water is not real. Abhava, water is abhava. But desert is bhava. Because desert is your perception, it is there. So the adhara is there. Adhara asti. Mrigatrisnikaya. That is the adhara. And what is the adeya? Udakam is the adeya. Which udakam really there? You cannot quench your thirst by the water, what you see in the desert, mirage water. It is not, it is unreal. It is unreal. Similarly, Shuktikayam Rajatam. Shuktika, the shell. What is there is only shell. But you see it as a Rajata, silver. The shell, in the shell, the silver is seen. Mistake, it is a perception, wrong perception. So, therefore, ataha viparite grihite eva karma karmani laukikaihi, because of the viparita grahana, viparite grihite eva, viparite grihite, therefore, since adhikara saptami is not possible, for adhikara saptami, already we have said, it both should be bhava, adhara, adeya. Therefore, viparite grihite, the karma karmani or viparite grihite. It's a vakya. Karma karmani laukikaihi viparite grihite. The same sentence as we saw before. Pranibihi karma karmani viparite grihite. The karma, action and inaction are wrongly understood by the people, by the laukikaihi, by ajnanibihi. Yata, like a drishtanta is given. This is sadharmya drishtanta. Like the water is seen in the desert. Water is not real, but you see. Similarly, silver is seen in the shell. Silver is not real. Shell is real. Therefore, with reference to shell, there is a mistake committed. That is, silver is seen. Silver is not real. Shell is real. Similarly, with reference to Mrigatrishnika, water is seen. Water is not real. Mrigatrishnika is that is the adhara for the udaka, which is abhava. Not that. This mistake is committed. It is committed by the people. So therefore, one who sees Mrigatrishnikayam udakam, one who sees Shuktikayam rajatam, is he intelligent or is ajnani? Buddhiman va ajnani va. We don't call him as a buddhiman. A buddhiman knows. A buddhiman knows what the reality. Therefore, is ita is ajnaha. Similarly, with regard to karma and akarma also. Therefore, as in the drishtanta, similarly the dashtanta. The dashtanta, one who sees as it is, karmani akarmeha pashyati. akarmani karma. So that person is buddhimaniti. So therefore, in the drishtanta, similarly the drishtanta, the karma is taken to be the nature of Atma. Atma doesn't have karma, but it is considered to be, taken to be doing karma. That is a mistake. Yatha Nagatashnikayam Udakam, Shuktikayam Rajatam. And similarly, akarma is taken to be karma. Nivritti Rupa karma is taken to be Nivritti Rupa karma, akarma. Nivritti Rupa karma is taken to be akarma by this ajnaha, ajnani. Therefore, the mistake is committed, therefore mistake has to be corrected. So therefore, the wise person who sees akarma in karma, similarly, karma in akarma. Therefore, here Vishaya Saptami. Therefore, Saptami here is Vishaya Saptami. Karma is mistaken as akarma. Nivritti Rupa karma is mistaken as akarma. And the Jnani sees karma there. Therefore, here it is not Adhikarana Saptami, it is Vishaya Saptami. Yatham Mrigatrishtikayam Udakam, Shuktikayam Bharajatam. Therefore, the statement is not Viruddham. It is correcting the wrong perception. Appearing to be contradictory, correcting the wrong perception. Therefore, it is not Viruddhamiti. So, Viparita Grahanam, it is possible. That is why this Drishtanta is given. Two Drishtanta. Nagatashnikaya Mudakam, Shuktikaya Rajatam. That perception is there in the loka. Similarly, Ajnani Bihi, Karma Karmani, Viparita Grihite iti. Now, here a doubt is raised by the Purva Pakshi. What is the doubt? Nanu karma eva sarvesham na kvachit vyabicharati.
Nanu
Nanu
karma
karma
sarvesham
karmaiva
na kvachit
sarvesham na
vyabhicharati.
kvachit vyabhicharati.
See, action is action. Karma eva sarvesham. For all people. Karma eva. Karma cannot be a karma. Na kvachit for anyone. It doesn't become a karma. Karma eva sarvesham. For everyone, action is action alone. So that karma cannot change to akarma or change to anything. So karma cannot become a karma. Karma is karma only. It doesn't become something else for all. No, but we say, no, it is not true. You say karma is perceived by all people as karma? No. How you say? Here. We say, tat na.
Na
We give a drishtanta. Naustasya navi gachantyam.
naustasya
Naustasya
navi
navi
gachantyam.
gachantyam.
Tatasteshu agatishu nageshu.
Tatasteshu
Tatasteshu
agatishu
agatishu
nageshu.
nageshu.
Pratikula gati darshanat.
Pratikula
Pratikula
gati
gati
darshana.
darshanat.
Dureshu chakshusha asannikristeshu gachatsu.
Pureshu
Pureshu
chakshusha asanikrishteshu
asanniprishteshu
gaccheshu.
gachatsu.
Gatyabhava darshanat.
Gatyabhava
Gatyabhava
darshanat.
darshanat.
Evam igapi.
Evam
Evam
idhapi.
idhapi.
Akarmani karma darshanam.
Akarmani
Karmani
karma
karma
darshanam.
darshanam.
Karmani cha karma darshanam.
Karmani
Karmani
cha
cha
akarma
karma
darshanam.
darshanam.
Viparita darshanam.
Viparita
Viparita
darshanam.
darshanam.
Yena tan nirakaranaartham uchyate.
Yena
Yena
tannirakaranatham uchyate.
tannirakaranaर्थम् उच्यते.
Karmanya karmayah pashet ityadi.
Karmanya
कर्मण्य
karma
कर्मय
yashet
पश्येत्
ityadi.
इत्यादि.
It is not true, sir. Karma is seen as karma only by all people. Karma na kvachit vabhicharati. No, you cannot say. There are many examples, and Bhashakara gives a beautiful example. Karma is taken to be sometimes akarma, and akarma is taken to be karma. It is possible. How? Naustasya. Nauhu, Navi. Nauhu, that is boat. Navi tishtati. Iti naustaha. Referring to the person who is in the boat. The person who is sitting in the boat, traveling in the boat. Gachantyam. The moving. The Navi. Gachantyam. Sati Saptami. Navi Gachantyam Satyam. Navi Gachantyam Satyam. The moving boat. Naustasya, for the one who is seated in the boat. Tatasteshu. Tate tishtati iti tatastaha. Tatasteshu. Agatishu nageshu. Tatasteshu. When the boat is moving, for the person who is seated on the boat, for him, on the tata, on the shore. The shore, what is there? Agatishu nageshu. There is no movement for the naga. Naga is nagachatiti nagaha. Another word for vriksha. Plants, trees. They don't move. Naga is a word for trees. Nagachati iti nagaha. Ke gachati kagaha. Birds. So it is nagachati. Vriksheshu. So agatishu vriksha, which are immobile, which are agati, doesn't have gati movement. They are on the tata, on the shore, on the bank of the river. Now that pratikula darshanat. Agatishu pratikula darshanam. What is the pratikula darshanam? That agati, this agatihi nagaha seems to be moving. There is a gamanam on the part of this agatihi naga. That is, the trees are moving. And what about the person sitting in the boat? He is sitting in the boat, he doesn't see the movement. As though the boat is stationed, boat is not moving. The trees are moving. Tatasteshu agatishu nageshu pratikula darshanam is gati darshanam. The movement in the non-moving trees. Example, this is the example. The trees are not moving, but you see the movement. So, therefore, you say karma karmayava sarvada sarvaihi pashyati. That is not true. The trees are not moving, but you see the trees seems to be moving. Pratikula darshanam asti. In the Vyavahara itself, this perception is there. Pratikula darshanam. Pratikula darshanam means opposite. Na anukula darshanam, pratikula darshanam. Experience, there is a darshanam, there is a darshanam, there is a seeing, there is a experience of gati, movement in the opposite direction. You see the trees moving in the opposite direction. The motionless trees seems to be moving in the opposite direction. Tatasteshu agatishu nageshu. For the person who is seated on the boat. Navikachantyam nostasya tasya. Therefore, where akarma is there, karma pashyati eva. The tatastaha sees. Karma in the akarma, agati naga. Therefore, we cannot say karma doesn't change its status of being karma. You cannot say karma can appear to be akarma also, or akarma can appear to be karma also. Dureshu, chakshusha asannikristeshu gachyatsu. Dureshu, that which is, what is the dureshu? Dureshu means asannikrishtaha, very far. Sannikrishtaha, na sannikrishtaha, asannikrishtaha. Sannikrishtaha, that which is very close proximate, that is sannikrishtaha. Asannikrishtaha, that which is very far, dureshu. Gachyatsu, moving. The objects which are far away, they are moving. And you see from here, chakshusha, pashyati. What do you see? Gati abhava darshanam. In the moving objects which are far, not proximate, which are dureshu, asannikristeshu. you see Gati Abhava. Where, what is the example here? Example is not given, but we know the example. Stars. Stars, and they are far away. Asannikrishtaha. Asannikrishteshu nakshatreshu dureshu gachatsu. They are moving. Stars are not stationed. They are moving, but you don't see the movement. Gatibhava darshanam. So in the moving, you see the inaction, non-movement. It is there. So this viparita darshanam, pratikula darshanam, it is there. Therefore, na kuchit vyabhicharati, you cannot say there is a pratikula darshanam. In the non-moving, you see the moving. That is example is the trees on the shore. In the moving, you see the non-movement, no action, no motion, nakshatra. Therefore, evam, the same way, iha api, atra api, here also in the same way, akarmani karma darshanam, karma nija akarma darshanam, this vipari darshanam is possible. Why not? In inaction, there's the perception of action, and in the action, there is perception of inaction. This vipari darshanam, as in the Lokika, we have this Anubhava experience. Similarly, here also Viparit is possible. Therefore, you cannot say karma is seen as karma by all the people all the time. You cannot say. Same karma appears to be a karma also. Vivijarati eva. That's why the Drishtanta is given. Therefore, Purupakshi cannot say. Yena, that is why Yena Nirakaranaartham, in order to correct that, in order to remove that wrong perception, Nirakaranaartham. येन निराकरणार्थमेव उपदेशः उपदेशः भगवता उपदेशः दत्तः. Therefore only upadesha is given by the Lord. Otherwise, why upadesha? Why the teaching is? So therefore, tad nirakaranaartham eva, in order to remove the wrong perception, nirakaranaartham eva atra bhagavata karmanyat karmev pashyad ityadi uktam. Therefore only Bhagavan says, Karmani karmaya pashyatiti. So in order to remove the mistake only, Bhagavan says, Karmani akarmaya pashyatiti. This is correcting the mistake. So therefore, the thing is here, this darshanam, the motion of the boat is moving. The boat is moving, that is karma. But for the one who is seated on the boat doesn't have the experience of he doesn't feel that boat is moving. Similarly, the one who is seated in the flight, you will see that flight, as though flight is just stationed, but it's moving. In fact, at a very fast speed, velocity is moving. And the motion of the tree is a Bhranti. It doesn't move, but it seems to be moving. So same, we can give a modern example, flight. The clouds, sometimes the clouds don't move, sometimes the clouds move. The clouds are there. When you fly above the clouds doesn't move, but you see the movement of the clouds. Or you see the movement of the buildings, etc. So therefore, they don't move. So therefore, this Bhranti Darshanam yata akarmani karma bhavati tadvateva karmani akarma. This stars, etc. All this, the stars, dureshu. Because of the distance, there is a mistake committed. Because of the distance, because the distance is so it is so big. So the distance covers the vision, covers the vision of the seer, the movement of the objects. So therefore, in the Lokika itself, this is possible. Then what to talk about when we talk about this akarma atma? So, and that is with Lokika Vishaya itself is Ajnani. That itself is Bhranti is there. The same mistake the Ajnani can commit for akarma. That is why there is a way teaching. At least in the Lokika, you understand. The Lokika Drishtanta, you know because of your experience. But when it comes to Atma, what experience, what special experience you have? It is your experienced Atma. And we are always after some special experience. And our experience Atma is least bothered. And the person is looks after some new experiences. So therefore only he does karma, and therefore after karma pala. So therefore the Atma which is ever experienced often, it's seldom looked at. It's seldom looked at. In the Drishtanta, you can see in the Drishtanta, Dureshu, which is far away, there you see the non-move. That you see the Gati Abhava. That is fine. Dureshu, Asannikristeshu, Gachutsu. But what about the Atma? It is not Dura, it is myself. It is myself, Atma. Does it have Gati? Does it have karma? Does it have karma? Similarly, there is the Nageshu, Agateshu, Nageshu, the trees, which are also on the bank, which is relatively far away. Which is relatively far, but you see the movement. Which you see the movement. And what about the Atma? For a Jnani, it is far. For a Jnani, it is not far. For a Jnani, it is far. Therefore, as in the Drishtanta, he sees action in the Atma. Ajnani doesn't see. Jnani knows. He has the Yatadarshanam, therefore he has the right perception, therefore that's only is Buddhiman. He has the right perception, but Ajnani, he perceives, as he perceives the movement of the vriksha on the banks, as he perceives the movement of the trees on the bank, on the bank where the trees are stationed, not moving. Similarly, he sees the non-moving, that's the Atma which doesn't perform action. In that he sees action. He sees Atma to be performing karma. The Atma which is ever experienced, which is self-evident Atma, which cannot move, which cannot perform any karma, performs karma for the Ajnani. Because he has Bhranti Darshanam even in this Lokika Vishaya. And what to talk about this Paramarthika Vishaya. Therefore, this Ajnanam is natural. That is why Ajnanam is natural. The Ajnanam is the capital with which we are born. That is why teaching is required. Otherwise, why the teaching is? In order to correct the Bhranti Darshanam, therefore only this teaching is. And here Bhashakara gives some simple example and beautiful examples, appropriate example. The first is the Purva Pakshi asked about Viruddha Darshan. The Viruddha Darshan is corrected by giving the Vaidharmya Drishtanta. Vaidharmya Drishtanta. By Vaidharmya Drishtanta, he corrected. And second thing is here, second objection raised by the Purva Pakshi is karma is seen by karma by all people. It is not so. Karma is not seen as karma by all people. And similarly, akarma is also. Akarma also, it is karma is not taken to be other than karma. That is the Purva Pakshi's argument that we dismissed. Similarly with regard to akarma also, akarma is taken to be akarma by all the people. Karma is taken to be karma, never mistaken to be akarma. Similarly, akarma is taken to be akarma, it is never taken as karma. That is also equally wrong. Drishtanta, Dureshu, Asannikristeshu, Gachutsu, this Nakshatreshu, Gati Abhava Pashyati. So therefore, two examples for the two things, karmani, akarma, akarmani, karma. Therefore, this Bhranti Darshanam is possible. Therefore, only to correct that Bhranti Darshanam, only here this teaching is given by the Bhagavan. See, the Ajnani, he has strong abhimana of the Kartrutva, Aham Karta. Atma nobody teaches. Agam karta, agam karma karomi. Because he has the notion of kartrit abhimanam, therefore he does karma, and therefore there is samsara in the form of guilt and hurt. Guilt, the samsara is nothing but guilt and hurt. And what is the locus of karma for that person? I am aham the locus. Aham atma is the locus. That is a mistake. So atma is the locus for this akarma, tranti darshanam. That is why the drishtanta is, the simple drishtanta is given. The motion of the trees is Bhranti. Similarly, the notion of Agam Karta is a Bhranti. The notion of Agam Karta is a Bhranti. Similarly, Nivritti Rupa Karma, taken to be Akarma, that is Bhranti. Nivritti Rupa Karma. Agachu Dureshu Tishtatsu Asannikristeshu Gachutsu Gati Abhavaha. Bhranti. You can see the Drishtanta connected to the Dashtanta. So two Drishtanta for one Drishtanta for the first quarter, second Drishtanta for the second quarter. Iti viparita darshana nirakaranartham, in order to correct the mistake. Correct, viparita is opposite. Opposite means it's a mistake. Viparita darshanam. Yatabhuta darshanam, viparita darshanam. Viparita darshanam is knocked off and yatabhuta darshanam is taught. Uchyate bhagavata karmane karma pashyet ityadi. And Vasya doesn't over, therefore it goes further. You will see another 4 pages. We'll see. We'll continue in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Dhanyavadaha.